In the heart of Hawaii, where turquoise waters meet golden sand, a young girl once dreamed of riding waves forever. Her name? Bethany Hamilton. A rising star in the world of surfing, Bethany was born to surf. But life, as it often does, had other plans. At just 13 years old, a single moment in the ocean changed her life forever. Bethany Milani Hamilton was born on February 8, 1990, in Lihue, Hawaii. Surrounded by the sea and raised in a family of surfers, she started surfing at the age of 5. By the time she was 8, she was already competing. Her talent was undeniable, fluid, fearless, and full of passion. By 2003, Bethany had her eyes set on becoming a professional surfer. Sponsors were lining up, and she was already ranked among the top amateurs in the country. The world was just beginning to notice her, but she was still just a 13-year-old girl who loved the ocean. On October 31, 2003, Halloween morning, Bethany went out for a sunrise surf session with her best friend and her family at Tunnels Beach on Kauai's North Shore. The sky was calm, the waves gentle, and the water warm. Bethany lay on her board, one arm dangling in the ocean, waiting for a wave. Then, out of nowhere, a 14-foot tiger shark attacked. In an instant, the shark bit off Bethany's left arm just below the shoulder. Calmly and remarkably, Bethany paddled back to shore with the help of her friends. She had lost over 60% of her blood, and her survival was nothing short of a miracle. Bethany underwent emergency surgery at Wilcox Memorial Hospital. Doctors told her she was lucky to be alive. For most people, such a traumatic experience would mark the end of a surfing career. But Bethany Hamilton was not like most people. Just 26 days after the attack, with determination burning brighter than ever, Bethany returned to the water. Learning to surf again wasn't easy. She had to adapt her technique, use a custom board, and rebuild her strength and confidence. She fell, she struggled, but she never gave up. In fact, just months later, she entered her first major competition since the attack and won 5th place. Her comeback was more than just a personal triumph. It became a symbol of hope for millions. News outlets around the world shared her story. She appeared on TV shows, gave motivational speeches, and became a beacon of resilience. In 2007, Bethany achieved her dream. She turned pro. Competing against the best surfers in the world, Bethany proved that courage and spirit could beat even the most formidable odds. She went on to place in numerous competitions, including top finishes in the ASP World Tour and the World Surf League. And she did it all with one arm, redefining what was possible not only in surfing, but in life. Bethany's story touched so many lives that in 2011 it was turned into a Hollywood movie titled Soul Surfer, starring Anna Sophia Robb. The film portrayed her life before, during, and after the attack, showing her journey from devastation to triumph. Bethany also co-authored a best-selling autobiography, Soul Surfer, a true story of faith, family, and fighting to get back on the board, which became a source of inspiration for readers young and old. But Bethany didn't stop at surfing. She dedicated her life to empowering others. Through her foundation, Friends of Bethany, she supports amputees and trauma survivors, especially children. She speaks openly about her Christian faith, mental strength, and the importance of never giving up. Her message is simple but powerful. I don't need easy, I just need possible. Today, Bethany Hamilton is more than an athlete. She's a wife, a mother, an author, a motivational speaker, and a role model. She's continued to surf at the highest levels, even taking on massive waves like Jaws in Maui, which few surfers dare to face. She balances family life with competitive surfing, all while continuing to inspire millions across the globe. Her documentary, Bethany Hamilton Unstoppable, offers a raw and intimate look at her life beyond the headlines, showing that strength doesn't mean the absence of struggle, but the refusal to let struggle define you. Bethany Hamilton's story is one of courage, faith, and unbreakable spirit. From a devastating shark attack at age 13 to becoming one of the most respected surfers in the world, her journey reminds us that no matter what life throws at us, we have the power to rise, to fight, and to ride the waves again. She turned tragedy into triumph, and in doing so, she's left a legacy that stretches far beyond the ocean.